Welcome back, everybody, to another locals report. Maybe I might title it Tournament Report, however it is, but we're going to go over the tournament report for this week's local that happened January 4th. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplays that we pretty much have been putting out. They were straight pretty much from these locals. Usually the gameplays is either us playing it or they're playing it and we just record. But yeah, locals have still been going strong. So if you guys are looking for a local scene online, if you don't have a store near you, the link to the Discord is in the description. They're free to play, and you have the option for prizing if you would like prizing and get that locals feel. And also, we're looking for people to join us on our leagues and stuff like that. So if you are a team member, or if you have a team, come join us in the Discord and earn some prizing, see some competitive gaming in, and let's all just enjoy Shadowverse together. But let's get back to the locals. Today we had 6 players, and this was really the first tournament that we had that UMA was really in full force, I guess we can say. A lot of people didn't have the cards the first week that we were going to run it, and then it was holiday season with Christmas and all that extra stuff. So this is our first one, and we had 33% of people play UMA, which is just 2 people out of the 6, and yeah, overall it won the whole thing. And we're going to go over those deck lists in a second here, but I wanted to talk about some of the other decks too. We had 1 Haven player, and then we had 2 other Abyss players, and then we had 1 Vanguard player. So, UMA definitely is strong. I don't know how, it will continue to go on when the new set releases. That's going to ultimately power creep it in the next coming weeks, but for now, UMA is probably one of the stronger decks, but if you know how to play around it and is actually a good player, I think it might be just mid. But let you guys talk about that in the comments and let me know what you guys think about UMA. So we're gonna move over to some of the decks and pretty much talk about the list here. So, but first, I'll just show you the standings here. These were the standings. It was 3 rounds that we did today, and both our Abyss players went 2-1, and then one out of the 2 UMA players went 3-0, and our Vanguard player went 0-3, but it's okay. And then our 1 Haven player, our faithful soldier, went 1-2. So that was the standings for you guys. Holly, Dolly, Donut, Dabine, star players. No reason to underestimate them or even think they wouldn't even get top 1, 2, or 3 in any tournament they play. But looking at the winning UMA list, these are in Japan. I am it's been a long holiday season, and I have not been able to really take a look at some of these cards. And I asked them to send a list, and they did send a list, but it is in Japanese. So if you guys have been well versed around Shadowverse lately and the UMA deck, you guys will know what these cards do and all that. But this is pretty much just a good little overview for anyone who wants to copy the deck or anything like that. But it's very aggressive, I think, and it has a lot of options from what I have seen, and it's just overall a good deck right now. And moving on to our second place list, which will also be our third place list primarily, is Wasteland Abyss. And Donut, he is our resident Abyss player. If you want to learn about Abyss, you go to him, and then he also has a channel on YouTube, Donut223. I will probably link that in the description also if you're looking for some nice Abyss content for you Abyss fanatics and stuff like that. But yeah, this is a Wasteland Abyss. This deck has been around the locals since it pretty much is came out and got the extra tools and stuff for it, and it's kind of just one of those staple Abyss decks at this point. So I think it looks really fun to play. I have not played it myself, but it looks really strong, and I'm not surprised that I got second here. So here's a list, and feel free to copy it. The next one, again, is Wasteland Abyss. Not really much different. It's pretty much the same list with probably a couple different changes. This one, the Bean, did run Zelgania, which is interesting. You know, it's a good card. It's a good card. You know, very expensive and very hard to get, but literally an amazing card. But yeah, everything else is pretty much standard for a Wasteland Abyss deck, and similar to Donut's Wasteland Abyss deck. And, you know, again, not surprised that they both pretty much got the same record in their second place and third place. But yeah, that was Wasteland Abyss, and just we're gonna skim through the next couple decks of, if you guys are looking for a Royal Paladin sword, yeah, the sword version of this deck. Feel free to copy this one at your own discretion and enjoyment. But I do like the Vanguard deck still. I think the Kagro deck for sure still has some legs. You know, after the performance in this tournament, I don't know if this deck really has legs. You know, it can get up and run, but I don't know if it can run to the top. But if you guys enjoy and have these cards available, play it for fun. It's a good deck to come to locals for, and that's what you see here. And then our other Uma deck, you know, not the best picture here, but, you know, what can you do? What can you do? But yeah, again, if you know Uma, you'll know exactly what these cards are. Here are the ratios that he played for his Uma deck, and yeah. And our final deck is a good old Haven deck with, is that, yeah, John d'Arc is in this one. So if you guys like some John d'Arc gameplay, feel free to get this deck list. But yeah, I think pretty standard Haven list. And Haven's always fun. Haven's probably like one of my favorite classes to actually play. It's up there right behind Abyss. But Dragon takes it all, so I think Haven is my third. But yeah, this was our locals. And again, if you guys want to join us and play in locals with us, we always need more competition. All these guys in here that come weekly, they're getting better and stuff like that. So if you're testing for a regional or testing a deck overall to see if it's even viable, come out and play. But look forward to some other informational videos and guides and things like that that we're going to have later, or some more gameplays depending on what we're feeling that week. And I hope you guys stick around and subscribe and let us know what you want, and let me know what you think about the results in the comments. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Very quick one today, and I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of the week, and hopefully the year is off to a great start for you guys. So with that being said, God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.